If you're anything like me, you just want to be a successful author. In this video, we're going to find out what it actually takes to get there. Let's get cracking. Hi everyone, thanks for coming back and checking out another video. I really appreciate it. So just a quick disclaimer before we get started, please do hit like and subscribe. And I'm not monetizing this channel, so please do check out my books and my Patreon in the comments below. Thank you so much. So when we start out writing, what do we have in mind? We have two things. We have the idea. That's the thing that burns away at us and we have to get it down on paper or through your keyboard or whatever. The second thing is the ultimate goal. That's the capital U and capital G. So you know it's super important. Your ultimate goal is where you want to get. For some people, it's just to release a book. For some people, it's just to get a story in an anthology. For some, it's to get a publisher. For some, it's to get movie rights, on and on and on, up until world domination, basically. So you have to figure out what your ultimate goal is going to be. But I'm going to talk to you about success and the ultimate goal as being two entirely different things. And I want you to really think about this because it's taken me a long time to realize that these two are not necessarily the same thing. And for the sake of your mental health and for your progression as an author, I really want you to fixate on these two separate categories. I have struggled a lot with, have I got there yet? Am I doing anything? Is my writing getting anywhere? Are people even bothering to read it? Am I just plotting fog? And when I thought about those things, I used to think about the ultimate goal, that big UG. And had I got there yet? It took a shift in perspective that I want to share with you lot to really make it hit home that success isn't the ultimate goal. So although I've been writing for 10 years, I've actually been writing for longer than that. 10 years is how long I've been kind of doing it as a career. But I was writing when I was a teenager. It kind of started back then. And what inspired me to start was reading Terry Pratchett books. I absolutely loved them, loved everything about them. And my ultimate goal came from that. I wanted to be just like Terry Pratchett. He was my idol. And I wanted to do everything that he had done. I wanted to write all those books. I wanted miniseries on TV or movies. I wanted to look good in a beard and a hat. You know, I was completely obsessed with it. And that became my big UG. My ultimate goal was to be on the same level as Terry Pratchett. It seemed like a relatively normal goal to have, right? As the years have rolled on, of course, I haven't achieved that. I haven't become Terry Pratchett. I am not his doppelganger, unfortunately. But I used to struggle with that. I used to struggle with the idea that I hadn't reached my ultimate goal and therefore I had failed. My entire career as a writer had failed. But that's not true at all. And this is what I want to pass on to you all, that fundamentally, if you have set pen to paper, finger to keyboard, you've already done it. Because success isn't the end goal. Success is every step that you take along the way. When I first started writing and I didn't finish my first story because I didn't know how, that was a success because I realized that I didn't know how to end it. I learned something from that. And I know this is going to get wishy-washy, and you know that I hate all this kind of quotable stuff. But fundamentally, when I did finish my first story, I became a success. And when I got my first story published, that was my point of success. When I kept getting rejections from hundreds of agents, that was a success because I was getting over my fear of not sharing my work. I was a success in the fact that I had stopped psyching myself out and I had made a choice to share it. Then I got a publisher by pure fluke, but that was my next success point. And then Griefburn came out. That was my next success point. You see where I'm going with this? I haven't reached my ultimate goal because my ultimate goal was stupid. I cannot be just like Terry Pratchett. I can't write like he did. I can't look good in a beard and hat. I don't. I look terrible in a hat, and my beard, as you can see, is lackluster at best. But I have readers, a very small group of readers, but I have a small group of enthusiastic people who come to my table at conventions and let me know that they've enjoyed the last book, and then they ask me for the next one. Sometimes they pester me for the next one because I write quite slow, which I'm sure annoys them sometimes. But it's taken me a long time to get to that state of with my mental health. Obviously, you guys know if you've heard about down days that I've suffered with anxiety and depression and things like that. And part of that was wrapped up in my writing and my writing career and my ultimate goal not being met. But now I'm sat here and I'm talking to you lot and I feel successful. I have 36 followers on this YouTube channel. I have no idea how I've got 36 followers. That is absolutely insane to me. That's a success. I'm loving it. I'm loving every single moment. And every time I make a little tiny step, it fires me up. I feel like a success all over again. Now, let's just have a caveat to that. Because although most of the time up here, I can tell myself that I've done extremely well and to just keep going because I'm having fun and I'm loving it and that nothing else really matters. There is still that feeling, that kind of just on your diaphragm kind of feeling that fundamentally you've not met the ultimate goal. But that's okay. It's okay to keep your ultimate goal in mind. I'm not telling you to throw it away. That'd be crazy. Everybody needs a dream, right? But just make sure that when you do think about your ultimate goal, that you point out your successes as well. Very, very important to have those two voices inside your head. Or more, if you're an author. Usually you have lots and lots of them. But I just wanted to share that with you. And I know that the title of this video was a tiny little bit misleading. But, I want people to watch it. And I want you all to hear a really important mental health message. And if I have to do a little white lie by telling you that I'm going to tell you how to be a successful author, as if I'm going to give you a 10-step magic formula for doing so, then all right, I'll lie a bit. I don't care. Because I think a lot of authors out there, in fact, I know a lot of authors out there need to hear this. So let's sum up, because I could carry on talking about this subject for hours, and I'm sure it will get boring. But let's think about it this way. Every single feat of creativity is by its very nature a success. So if you've started, then you're already collecting successes. That's all you really need to remember. And so I'm going to leave you with that. I'm going to let you have a think about it. And please do drop a comment below. Let me know what you think. Let me know if that is far too saccharine for you or whether it helped, because I'd love to hear it. So as always, please do like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all soon.